Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Evan. We's back with another YouTube video. I am just in the car right now. This is about to be literally just a yap session. Um, so I never, well, at least not on YouTube. I've never done, a video like this before where, we just sit down and talk. So I am in the car and it is freezing, bro. It's like 40. It says it's 47, but it feels like it's like 30 degrees. But damn, I just blinked. But yeah, I'm an Amazon seller. I've been selling for about a year and like 8 months right now, right? And just in the past year, I've did over 3 million in sales on Amazon. So here, let me show you guys this real quick, just so y'all. So right here. So we take a look back, last 12 years, as y'all can see, 3 mil. Peep the whip, by the way, AMG GT63S. So yeah, so I mean, I did 3 million in sales in the last year as a 20-year-old Amazon seller, and my birthday is coming up this month on the 22nd. We're going to Costa Rica for that, so stay tuned for those vlogs. We're going for about like a week and a half, so we're gonna have hella content for y'all then. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I have, AMG that I bought the AMG that you're seeing, and then right beside me, I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on, let me flip the camera. If y'all can see, that's if y'all don't know what that is, it's a BMW iX 2025. So that is also my car. Well, technically I bought it for my parents, so it's theirs, but they don't drive it, so it's technically mine. We're gonna trade that in real soon for probably a year's, right? So I made 3 million in sales in the last year, and I think lifetime we're close to 4 million right now. And then this year we are planning to do about 8 million in sales on Amazon. We'll see how that goes. So like I feel like all of this came to me really fast. Especially the success. Like when I did Amazon, my first month I already did 10K in revenue. Second month, boom, 40K. Third month we hit about 100K. And I have pictures of all of this. I can pull it up, but it's just like it'll take me forever to find it. So hold on, I'll show you my first 3 months just so y'all see. A lot of people say that shit is cap. So yep, here's a video. A picture of when I first started. So oh wait, I forgot that this is a screenshot. So as y'all can see, right, what is that, August to September, that would be my first month. So that was, well, 20K. I don't really remember. But then September to October, we hit about 40. November, we did about 80. But like, you have to understand, it was like in between. So it would be like August to September was my first month. September to October is my second month. And then October to November would be my third month. So we actually scaled up very freaking fast, right? And, so success came to me, honestly, pretty fast. And, I never expected that. I wouldn't say it came fast because, ever since, like, middle school, like, end of middle school, high school, I just always knew, right, in the back of my head that I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to study for 4 years or more, get a degree, and then work for the rest of my life, a 9 to 5, clocking in for someone, right? So, like, I just knew that was not the life that I want, right? So, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to do something different. Like, And I don't know where this came from. I mean, you know, I feel like a part of it definitely had to do with, growing up poor, right? Bro, I remember one time when I was in middle school, this girl, she didn't mean any harm when she said it, right? She was like, I remember this. She was like, Evan, and I was like, yo. She was like, you don't have any other shoes except those? And I was just like, no. Like, I remember her saying that. Like, we were so broke. I had only one pair of shoes, and these were just some random hand-me-downs from like my brother or something. Like, I never had anything, and it wasn't like I didn't really care because I mean I knew like we weren't rich. My parents has been working their whole life, literally. Immigrants came here. I think my dad came at like 17 or something. My mom came when she was like 21 or something like that. But I mean, when they had my brother and I, they've just been working literally ever since. Um, so like when I was in middle school, they owned a restaurant, right? It's like one of those Chinese restaurants where they owned it. You would think that owning a restaurant you make a lot of money, but you have to understand my parents were literally putting in 12 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. They switched to six after we became Christians. Um, but yeah, they worked their asses off, and just coming from without a lot of money. I think especially seeing your parents working that hard to provide food for you, things like that, like it puts something in you. But I can't also say that it's true because I have my brother, and nothing against him. He is going the traditional route. He's going to college. I think he's getting his master's right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't say it's because of that. I don't know. I think deep down some people either have it or not. Like, it's that simple. Is either you have the hunger and the drive and you want it, or you don't. Right? I mean, I also think everything is destined. Right? God has a plan for all of us, and yeah. So I was always just broke when we was growing up, and didn't have much. Right? I would have like two school uniforms that I would just wear literally 5 days a week. And yeah. But oh, and I would be working at the restaurant with my parents literally every day after school. Every day I come back, weekends, like that's where I would be helping them work out. Like you see those little kids at the Chinese restaurants, right, in the corner doing their homework and shit. That was me, bro. That was literally me. So, at a young age, I was always just looking for different ways to make my own money. And then I stumbled across sneaker reselling, right? Me and my brother, it was the Royal Ones, right? I don't remember what year it was. We were lining outside Foot Locker, right? We woke up at like 8 or something early. And then we went to Foot Locker. We waited outside. Me and my brother waited. I was the only one that was able to actually, between me and him, I was the only one that was able to get a size, right? Because it was like the last size in stock. It was a 10.5. I bought it, plans on reselling it. Never actually ended up reselling it. This was like, when was this? This had to be like 7th or 8th grade. Never ended up reselling it because my parents thought StockX and everything was a scam. She thought that I was going to send the shoes and not get my money. So that didn't work out. So I think like a year passed and I got back into sneaker reselling. And then at that point, I think I just knew more about stuff and I just did it myself. And that's how I got into sneaker reselling. Did that pretty well for, when I was in college. And, I saved up a good amount of money. I tapped into crypto, Bitcoin when the first bull run, bro. The crazy thing, bro, here's a side story, right? I was mining Bitcoin, bro, at literally like 15, 16 years old. I was mining Bitcoin with my gaming PC in my restaurant. The first bull run. Imagine if my stupid ass invested some Bitcoin back then, bro. I would have been so rich. I don't even know how I stumbled across it. I think it was like how to make money with your PC or something. Somebody told me, and I saw a video about mining Bitcoin, and I did that. I actually made like a couple $100 mining that shit. Like, I'm not even gonna cap, but I bought like fucking computer fans with it. But yeah, like I could have been like probably a billionaire right now if I invested Bitcoin back then. But yeah, I got into so after the first bull run died, right? I mean, I just continued my life, um and yeah, I think second bull run came. I was into NFTs a little bit. I mean, lost it all. I was still doing sneaker reselling, right? And then fast forward, senior year, right? um, uh, I started going into the gym more because I was playing football, right? I was ass, but I was still doing it. I think football really played a key role, just building my discipline, right? Being able to push even when I didn't want to, showing up every day to practice, right? Putting in that work. Like, I didn't have to do it. I don't know what it was either. Like, I played football for 4 years, broke my leg my freshman year, and instead of just giving up, I continued going. Sophomore year, junior year, senior year. Like, and I kept going to practices and I kept putting in the work. I don't know. Like, I don't know why. I don't give up. Like, something about me, I guess I just have it in me. I just didn't give up. Um, Guess what? I broke my fucking foot senior year too. So, like, football was just the worst for me, but I think looking back, like, it really played a crucial part, right? Because that's what got me into the gym. And so then after the season was over, after I healed, I was going to the gym, every single day after school, right? Started eating healthy, right? All of that. I think the gym is a really, really crucial part if you want to become an entrepreneur, right? It just shows you, it teaches you a lot of things about, staying consistent, being disciplined, showing up every single day, even when you don't want to, right? Putting in the work, even though you don't see any results, knowing that, it's delayed gratification, right? You keep putting in this work. You're not going to see the abs tomorrow, but it'll start coming, right? You have to put in work. You have to be dedicated, consistent, show up every day. So all of that translated over into Amazon when I started it. So then I went to college, right? I was miserable, bro. Like, I just never wanted to be there. Of course I have fun. Like, I have friends. I was hanging out all day. Like, I was having fun. But then, I would come home and I would just feel so lost. I hated doing work, hated homework, all that bullshit. Like, it was just so stupid. But then, freshman year went by. I still wasn't doing nothing. Um, and then sophomore year, right? No, so it was the summer of my sophomore year. So right before I got into sophomore year, that's when I heard about Amazon, right? Around June, I started looking into it. And then June, July, I was researching. August, got my first sale. Then I went back for sophomore year. And then by that time, like, I was already doing 100K a month in college. So it was completely useless. So after the first quarter, literally after winter break, I dropped out like beginning of next year, right? Because after winter break, you come back to school like beginning of the year. I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing this. I dropped out, and I mean, just went all in on Amazon. I already was, but. And yeah, I mean, here we are sitting in a GT63S, bro. And it's actually crazy. Like, when I started, bro, I did not think I was gonna get here so fast. Like, I didn't. I watched Quan, like, obviously y'all know him. I saw him get the GT63S. I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck this motherfucker do, bro? Like, he gotta be scamming or something, bro, because there's no way. And then here I am sitting in one, literally not much after, right? And I would say that success came pretty fast for me. But I was also confident. Bro, the light just turned on. And I low key, I knew, like, every goal I set for myself, I hit it, right? Every single goal. Because I'm not delusional out here. Like, I'm setting goals that I know I could accomplish, right? If you set goals that are way too out of reach, you're just going to disappoint yourself. You're just going to let yourself down. You're going to lose confidence in yourself, and then you're going to give up. That's just as simple as that. If you give yourself manageable goals that you can achieve, every time you achieve it, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be more motivated, and you're just going to be more confident. You're going to build up that confidence. And a lot of people don't have confidence. It's like, bro, you tell yourself you're going to do something, and then you don't do it. Like, you say you're going to go to the gym, go to the fucking gym, bro. You say you're going to eat healthy, bro. Start that business, bro. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're losing confidence on yourself. And then you're going to be like, I'm not even going to do this because I know I won't. And you're just going to start down talking yourself and digging a hole for yourself that you cannot get out of, right? But, and I think being broke and then, why the fuck this shit keep turning on? Being broke and then having success, I think that is very different. Like, that is something not a lot of people experience, right? Just being able to become successful yourself and just being able to do it yourself, like, that's something crazy. Like, if you have money, right? If you came from money, or, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just the feeling you get when you actually make it. And just knowing that you did this yourself without no handouts, no nothing, is crazy. Like, I was independent as a kid, right? Since I made my own money sneaker reselling, I bought most of my stuff myself. Like, my parents, they didn't have time to look over me, take care of me, right? They were at the restaurant literally all day. So everything I just did myself. So, I was always very independent, and I just always did everything myself. I just, I wouldn't tell them anything that I was doing. And, yeah, but, it also motivated me, because I see them work so hard, and I knew that, like, I need to do it for them. Like, one of the main reasons that I started Amazon is so that I can retire them, and I'm so close. I can do it right now, but I think I'm waiting for the right time, making sure that I'm set, because I want to make sure they don't ever have to work again. And, I think, especially if you have immigrant parents, bro, like, if you're not giving it your all, right, trying to make money, trying to be successful to retire them and give them a better life, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, especially if you have immigrant parents, damn well how hard they fucking work every single day, what they had to give up to move here to give you a better life. And if you're not trying your best to fucking retire them, bro, like, I don't know. All right. And they didn't support me when I started Amazon. They didn't support me when I was reselling sneakers. They don't understand, and you can't put that on them. You can't not blame them for that, right? They grew up in a different time. There's stuff that that they don't know, so you can't really blame them for that. I mean, it's their first time living life too. All right? That's a lot of things I keep reminding myself that this is their first time living life too. Bro, can this light stop turning on, bruh? So, I mean, there's a lot of times that they, like, held me back from stuff just because of their mindset, right? With the sneaker reselling, they always told me to pursue the traditional route. I have Asian parents, bro. I'm Asian, right? I do well in school. I go to college, bro. I go to an Ivy League. Well, I'm not that smart, but, I'm smart. I go to a good college. I get good grades. I get a good job, right? Marry a fucking Asian, and all that. But, you have to say fuck it sometimes, right? It can't always be them, because you have to live your life. You cannot live their life for them, right? You cannot live what they want you to live. This is your life at the end of the day. They are your parents, but they don't know everything that you know. So, I have a lot of people come up to me. They're like, my parents will let me do this. You have to say fuck it at some point, right? if I listened to my parents, bro, God knows where I'll be right now. Like, I would still be in college. I'd be miserable, bro, working. Like, thank God I didn't listen to them. And, when I dropped out of high school, when I dropped out of college, they didn't even know, bro. They knew like 2-3 months after, because I wasn't going to classes. They was like, so you're not going to class anymore? And I was like, nah, bro. And then, they just put 2 and 2 together. They're like, okay, you dropped out. And I'm like, yeah. But at that point, like, I was already making good amount of money. Like, I think I was averaging over 100K a month. So like, I was actually surprised. They didn't really care that I dropped out. And shit, bro, they don't be saying nothing now. Before they were like, oh, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret dropping out. All that shit. Now they don't care, bro. Now they don't care. I bought them the car. Feel me? Now they're happy. So. But yeah, what else do I have to say? What was we talking about, bro? I be forgetting, bro. My memory be so bad. But yeah, we were talking about how fast this came, right? How fast the success came. And I just started rambling about everything else. But it's crazy. One thing I would say is don't rush it, right? Don't rush it. Have trust in God. Throughout this whole journey, I trusted him, bro. I would tell myself, this is exactly what I would say, right? I'm like, you have a plan for me that I don't know what it is yet. And maybe in one day I will know. But I know that you got me and that you're guiding me down your path, because whatever you had planned for me is better and more than what I could imagine myself. So I trust you, and I know that you will bless me, and I know that you put me on this path for a reason. And I would tell myself that, God got me this far, and I know that this isn't it. Like, if he got me this far, this can't be it. I did not go through all of this for nothing. There's much more that he has in store for me. I would tell myself that every night when I'm praying to him. So I would say faith, definitely is a very big factor. There's a lot of times that I wanted to quit. Things get very stressful in business, because it's not like work where you could just, once you leave, you don't have to worry about it, right? When you have a business, it's with you 24/7, in the back of your mind 24/7, right? So, I've stressed out about a lot of things. But yeah, I think, God gave me strength. And I say that, everything happens for a reason, bro. Every problem, every mistake, every issue that you run into, like, if you just believe that everything happens for a reason, and that this roadblock or this issue is put here on purpose to make you grow, to make you realize, and that to take you to that next level, right? God tests you. He want to make sure that you're ready for the next level. He's not going to give you something just to give you. He's going to test you, make sure that you're ready for it, and then he's going to give it to you, right? Literally, last Q4, right? We did $500,000 in a month, right? That had to be one of the roughest periods of my life. A lot of things were happening in the back end, right? Amazon wasn't sending us our money. We had hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt. I wouldn't say debt, but like, I was using credit cards, and I had hundreds of thousands of dollars, on credit cards that I needed to pay off, right? Amazon wasn't sending us our money because we were sending out orders late, so they flagged out our account. It took 2 months for them to start paying me back. And damn well you need to pay credit cards off in a month, right? Usually. So, I was doing everything I can. I was stressing every single day, bro. And I just keep reminding myself, God got me. He's doing this for a reason. Needless to say, everything was good, right? We got through that part, right? And it just, I think the car shut off. It just gave me, that much more confidence in myself, knowing that I went through something that I didn't think I was going to be able to get through. And yeah, we went through that. We got through that. And then, we're smooth sailing now. I mean, there's always going to be issues with business. That's how it is. But yeah, I think faith is really important, right? Believing in yourself, believing in God, and I wouldn't be here without him. So yeah, but bro, making 3 million in a year while I just started a year and a half ago, a year and 8 months, is insane, right? I never thought that I was gonna get here so fast, and it's such a blessing. Like, you guys just have to put your head down and grind, bro. Like you guys are seeing all of this right now. You guys don't understand that I'm already, a year and 8 months in. I know that's fast for people, but like, the first year I wasn't even on social media, right? I was barely I think I was posting a little bit of TikToks here and there. But like, y'all did not see when I first started, bro, how much work I put in every single day. Like, it was like a full-time job. I was clocking in every single day, putting in work, right? Finding products, sending out products, FBM, FBA. Like, y'all don't understand how much work I actually put into this. Like, after a year and some change of delayed gratification, yeah, now I'm, enjoying the fruits of my labors, right? The cars. I'm traveling on vacation. Literally, I just went mid-February, and now I'm going again April for my birthday. Why? Because I can. Like, literally. I don't understand that I'm enjoying this now after I fucking put my head down and grinded for over 1 fucking year, bro. I had friends, right, when I was grinding, uh, like, my college friends and everything, asking me to come hang out, do all of this. Nah, bro, I can't. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta work on my business. They're like, damn, bro, they be saying shit. I mean, obviously. But like, what do you want to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? And then now look at them, bro. They're in college. I mean, they're probably not even my friends anymore. They're low-key haters, but I mean, shit. They're in college. I mean, they're going to work and shit. And then I'm here literally doing whatever the fuck I want, getting nice cars, traveling while they're still in class, working. Like, it pays off, bro. I'm telling you guys, it pays off, bro. You just have to lock in for a year. Put your head down and grind every single day. Show up every single day for 1 fucking year, and I can guarantee your life is going to change. I can guarantee it. Like, it's actually very fucking simple. And, again, I know my success came really, really fast, right? Some people do lock in for a year and they don't see any results. I mean, I can argue that that's also up to the vehicle that you pick, right? Some businesses are definitely easier than others, but I can guarantee you, just stay consistent for a year, you will see some results. Like, it's impossible to lose if you're consistent. If you show up every day, it is impossible to lose, right? You only lose if you give up. Really, you only lose if you give up. And I'm telling you, the reward, all of this, the lifestyle that you want, not having to worry about money, being able to travel whenever you want, buy whatever you want, drive the fast cars, it's worth it, bro. It's worth it. And not even that, like, being able to retire your parents, like, haven't done it yet, but I'm about to do it real soon. Like, it's worth it. I'm telling you guys, like, seriously. And the crazy thing is, bro, I want to say that I knew because I was confident, but also I didn't. I was never 100% certain, like, or not this fast, at least 100% not this fast. And it's just crazy because I'm a regular kid, bro. I'm a regular ass fucking kid. Like, I am no special than you guys, right? Normal fucking kid. I just wanted it, right? I see my parents' struggles and everything, and I just put in the work. I mean, if you account me starting my sneaker reselling to now, like, I've been in the business game for damn near 6-7 plus years, since middle school. So yeah, I guess if you account all of that, it did not take long, and it's not supposed to, right? And it's okay to feel lost sometimes. It is okay to feel lost, right? Not know what you're doing. It's okay sometimes, right? It's life. We're not gonna always have it figured out. Like, there's still times now where I'm uncertain. I don't know. And, you guys also have to be easy on yourself. I know, like, with social media and, everybody posting, the lifestyle and everything, that you feel like you're behind and that you're missing out and that you're too late. God has a plan for all of us. God has a timing for all of us, right? We are living each our own lives, right? We all have our own situations, problems, and, you know, things come when you're ready. Um, and I think that, if you're watching this video, if this video popped up on, your what is it called? YouTube Explorer? What? I don't know. But if this video popped up on your, on your YouTube, and you're watching this video right now, you're listening to this, I think you're a lot closer than you think. First of all, not a lot of people even have our mindset. So the fact that you're watching this video and you clicked on this means that you want it, and there's a part of you that know that, whatever lifestyle you are living right now is not the one you want, and that it's possible. There's more out there than a 9 to 5 clocking in, right? There's so much more out there than your hometown, right? And just knowing that it's possible, believing that it's possible, you already won half the battle. A lot of people don't even wake up. You got to understand that. A lot of people go their whole lives working a 9 to 5. The fact that you're even thinking about it, or you're trying to, shows something, right? And that's the hardest thing. Even realizing that you're in the matrix, that's the hardest part. Getting out of it, that's easy. You just have to take action, right? Take the steps. And guess what? There is people out there that can show you the steps, that can guide you, right? Mentors, courses. And, I know courses get a bad rep, mentorships get a bad rep, but it's up to you guys, right? When I started Amazon, I didn't have a mentor. But it also took me 2 months to start, literally. And if you calculate how much money I make in a month right now, right? The most I've made $500,000 in a month, right? And if you calculate the 2 months that I wasted thinking I could do this myself and just having an ego, that is 1 million in sales that I lost because I had too big of an ego and I thought that I could do this myself. So yeah, that just puts into perspective how much money, like, a mentorship is worth, because a lot of people just think about how much they're paying for it. They're not realizing how much time they're saving and how much more money they could be making within that time, right? Not to say, and that's not even calculating how much mistakes I've made, right? Just dumb mistakes. But yeah. So, I mean, like, if you guys want to start Amazon, I definitely highly recommend a mentor. Like, it could be from me, it could be from someone else. I don't really care. Definitely, like, speeds up your process a lot, get your results a lot faster. For the students that work with me, I mean, I get them results literally 2 weeks, and I have proof of all of that on my Instagram. So, if you guys want to, look on there, feel free to do so. Hit me up if you guys are interested. But I mean, that's all I'm gonna say about mentorships. This isn't really about that. Here goes the lights again. Another thing, you guys have to understand, people don't care, right? People don't care if you fail. People don't care if you win, right? Everybody is dealing with their own problems, right? Everybody is going through life. And, I think a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think that they are the center of the universe, and that's just not the case at all. And I think one thing that really got this through to my head was traveling, right? Um, you travel and you see literally thousands of other people traveling too. Like, damn, where the fuck are they going? They have their own problems. They have their own family. They're doing their own things. What the fuck? Right? You see thousands of people traveling. And then, I remember I went to Bahamas, right? First time I ever traveled. I went to the Bahamas. I'm like, damn, bro. There's hella people here. There's hella people making money. Cause how the fuck are they here? And I'm just like, damn. And then another thing is just, when you go to these vacation spots, a lot of these spots are like third world countries, right? Bahamas, Africa. I went to Africa. We're gonna go to Costa Rica next. Like, these are third world countries with poor people. Every time I go, Bahamas, right? Zanzibar, the locals are some of the sweetest people you will ever meet and some of the happiest. Yet they don't have what we have. They don't have laptops. They don't have fast cars. They don't have amazing houses. Like, when I went to Africa, bro, these people were living in, just bad environments, right? Their houses were literally just four walls. They don't even have proper roofing. Yet they're happy with their life. And like, genuinely happy, right? They're not faking it. They don't give a fuck. They're not comparing themselves to us. They're not comparing themselves to other people. They're just happy they get to live another day. They're happy they get food, right? No matter how little it is. They're happy that they're just living another day, that God blesses them with another day. And it just goes to show how big this world truly is, right? That there are people out here, right? None of these people know you, bro. They don't know who you are. They don't care what you're doing, right? But then you go and see these people and you're just wondering, how are they so happy? They're not worried about money. They're not worried about jewelry, fashion, cars. It just goes to show that money isn't everything, right? To a certain point, money isn't everything. And I'm not going to sit here and say money doesn't buy happiness, because I think it does, right? The happiest I've been is when I've been traveling or when I'm in this car, and guess what? Money pay for it. So I think money does buy happiness to an extent, right? But if you're unhappy to begin with, money is only going to patch up like so many holes, right? But it's not going to fill up that emptiness that you feel inside, that money cannot get you. And these people don't have money, yet they're some of the most happiest people that I've known. So I just came to realize money isn't everything, and there's more to this life than just money and materialistic stuff. That's why you don't see me wearing flashy shit, right? I don't have a watch. I don't have a fucking AP. I don't have fucking diamond chains or nothing. I think that shit is pointless. And that's why I love traveling. I think it just opens your eyes, experience the world, right? Meet new people. Especially in this generation, too much people focus on money, materialistic things. Like, that's good and all, but if that is what you rely your happiness on, you're gonna realize you're gonna be empty, right? Prioritize relationships, right? With God, with your family, with your loved ones, right? It's another big thing is, not a lot of people have a partner. And yeah, I get it. It's hard, for sure. Finding the right person is very hard. It's very scary. But like, just being able to grow with this person, this one person, like throughout your whole journey, it's like there are things money cannot buy. That's the thing, right? There's certain things that money cannot buy, and true relationship is one of those. Growing with them, achieving things with them, exploring the world with them. Like, these people in Miami, they have all this money. They're going out partying, going to clubs, sleeping with multiple girls because they don't have that one female. They're gonna end up very fucking depressed, very fucking lonely, and just empty, because I think one of the main reasons we are on this planet is to reproduce, right? To have a family. And I mean, if you're doing that at this age, it's just like you're not going to be able to find a wife, right? And especially when you get money, it's very fucking hard, because you don't know if she's with you for the money or she's with you for you, right? And y'all could argue with me, I don't give a fuck. You're just never going to know. And then just, you're going to be empty because you're not going to be able to find somebody. You're not going to have this long-term relationship, somebody you could go to at the end of the day, right? And then just having kids. I think that is going to be one of the most fulfilling things in life, for any man. And if they're like, all right, bro, Andrew Tate, whatever, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not even going to speak on that, right? But it's just like a lot of people are fucked. I'm going to say that. And it's like you need to just really sit and think about what you value, right? That isn't just money. And also because when we leave this world, we're not taking none of that shit with us. We're not. Fuck, what was I about to say? I was about to say something. Fuck. Am I blurry? Damn, this ain't been going on for 41 minutes, bro. I usually don't go deep like this, but like I want to, because there's not a lot of people I can even talk about stuff like this to. Damn, I have a lot of messages I need to get back to too. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a big thing I want to talk about, right? It's just like these Miami people, right? They could fake it all they want on social media. Social media, bro. Oh my god, bro. Y'all have to understand, social media is so fake. It is so fake. Especially once you're actually in the game, you realize how fake that shit is. Like, you could pretend you're happy. You could post all of this shit and people think that you're happy and everything. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, right, when you're alone, in your room, on your bed, in your car, when it's just you, right? Excuse me. When you're just face to face with your feelings, you can't hide that. You can't fake that shit, right? You can lie to anyone else, but you cannot lie to yourself, because deep down you know. Deep down you know. And guess what? That's the only person that matters, is you. Right? So why fake a lifestyle? Why fake a persona to everybody else that doesn't matter, and be unhappy with yourself, the only person that does matter, right? I'd rather say fuck this world, fuck everybody, and be happy myself than be pleasing everybody else and unhappy myself. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people can say they are truly happy, right? And like I said, I don't care what they say on social media, right? It's when you're home alone at night in your bed, that's when it matters. And I mean, so I'm not even gonna tell you guys if I am or not, because like I just said, it doesn't fucking matter. So yeah, I mean, like, I think my takes take on the world and shit is a little different from everybody else. And, you know, you don't see the Miami lifestyle and everything. Like, I could move to Miami, bro. I could get a penthouse right now if I really wanted to. That shit doesn't interest me. I don't really care about that shit. I don't care about jewelry, fashion, right? And y'all see it in my vlogs, right? I hang out with my girl, or I'm focused on my business, and that's it. I'm traveling the world with her, spending my time with her, right? Growing with her and everything. I think that is some of the most beautiful things you could have in life. And, yeah. That shit keeps turning on. This shit just, I don't even know where this shit going, bro. But I want to go on the drive, but damn, bro, I've been driving this car a lot. I filled her up literally 2 days ago, and it's already less than half, bro. It's crazy. It's 45, 46 minutes. I mean, I don't know what else I have to say. I think I said mostly everything, but yeah, man. So, I mean, if you're still watching this right now, shout outs to you. Thanks for watching, listening to everything I have to say. You know, tell me what you agree, what you don't agree. Leave a comment, let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys can continue to follow me and just, you know, see me grow as a person, right? I'll definitely be vlogging a lot more, being more consistent. I need to get like one more video out probably end of this week. And then next week we're going to Costa Rica. Oh yeah, we're going on the 16th. So definitely gonna record a lot of content there. So we're there for literally a week and a half. So we're gonna have a lot of content for y'all. I'm gonna make sure that I can record a lot, and it's definitely gonna be like multi-part vlog, probably like three videos or something like that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be lit. So that can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. I'm gonna break this light, bro. Shit is man annoying. But yeah, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Right? Hopefully y'all can take away something from what I said, right? Grab some knowledge. Subscribe if you guys fuck with me. If not, hey, thanks for watching the video anyway. Follow my Instagram, follow my TikToks, right? If y'all want to know about more of literally what I do, how I do it, let me know. I might make a video, I might not. Like I said, I don't really want this channel to be Amazon based, right? Revolved around Amazon. That's more on my TikTok. But, you know, if you guys are also curious on starting Amazon, I do offer a mentorship. So just message me on Instagram and we could talk about it, right? DM me on Instagram, AMZ, right? Amazon, AMZ, and I'll get back to you and we could talk about, you know, if this mentorship makes sense, if it's something that will work for the both of us, right? If you're a good fit to work with us, if we will be a good fit to work with you. And yeah, damn, I mean, it's so crazy. Like, I don't even think it hit that I still got this car yet. Just insane. And that I'm living my dream, right? And it's just crazy. And I'm about to just start repeating myself at this point, but you know, this just goes to show that it's possible, bro. I'm a regular as Asian kid, bro. Regular as Asian kid, bro. Never that I think I'll get to a point like this, right? It's crazy. All right, that would be all for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you guys watch to the end, bro, shout out to you. You guys are a real one. I know who some of y'all is. Shout out to y'all, man. But yeah, other than that, it's the end of the yap session for yours truly, your unc, about to turn 21 this month. It was nice talking to y'all. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this, because I gotta keep going on, bro. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I don't even know what that's gonna be. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh my fucking god, bro. This car. Oh, it's so fucking nice. Look at this shit, bro. You can never get over this, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is worth it. Even though I say materialistic things is not what we should be focused on. It's a plus. This is a plus. I'm not gonna cap. Like, this shit makes me happy when I drive it, bro.